Well, digital is probably the biggest opportunity we had, certainly in the commercial area, for years and years. Digital spend, if you go back a couple of years, was about 9% of our total advertising spend. This year it's going to be around 25%, and we believe that in a couple of years it will be the majority of our total spend. That's a beautiful opportunity. It's an opportunity to talk to consumers in ways we've never been able to in the past, and we're very much embracing that journey. But obviously it's creating a lot of new challenges for us as a business. If you look at, and for our partners, if you look internally, just very practically, if you move towards a digital future with programmatic content, you're moving from maybe making, say, 20 pieces of content in a given month to having to make, say, 5,000, 10,000 or more pieces of content in a month. How do you organize yourself for that? Both, again, internally, what are the approval procedures? What are the platforms that make sure that on one hand you stay very, very personal in your content, but at the same time you also stay true to your brands? So there's a lot of internal challenges. Of course, also in terms of our partners, it's creating new challenges for our partners. You cannot spend the same time on 10,000 pieces of content as you did on your 20. And therefore the mindset has to change, the speed has to change, the agility has to change. And that's you can say, completely transforming the way we are working as an organization. I think it's important that not to forget what is changing and what is not changing. On one side, digital creates, as you say, a lot of fantastic new opportunities. But at the same time, the power of a great insight, really understanding why consumers are doing what they're doing, and the power of great creativity. Well, it was extremely important in 1955. It's extremely important in 2015. And I promise you it's going to be extremely important in 2035. Those kind of things we always embraced, and we're going to continue to embrace them very, very strongly. Digital is making creativity a lot more you can say a lot more important, because I think the big risk of multiple pieces of content is that you're simply cranking it out. You're using your algorithms, and out of that comes a standard answer. Now, I think keeping in mind that unless that answer resonates with you at a very, very emotional level, the standard answer is useless. And therefore, I think actually the importance of keeping creativity at the top of mind of all our marketeers and understanding how you build creativity into a process that's moving at a much higher speed. It's a key challenge for us as a business, but also I think the companies that manage to crack that challenge are the winners of the future. Well, we think ad blocking is just a fact of life. It's here to stay. It will be mainly with a certain audience, I think, that are truly engaged with it, but it will have an impact on everybody. And I think what it will mean for us as marketeers and for advertising in general is that we have to up our game. Unless we create advertising that actually consumers don't find disruptive and often find valuable, actually adding quality to what I'm otherwise doing, well, then we're not going to have a chance in the future. And therefore, I think you're going to see ad blocking actually increasing the quality of the advertising that's going to happen, and that's a good thing. Well, what we try to do in our marketing is ask the question, first of all, back to my point of insight. What truly drives you? Deep down, why are you doing what you're doing? I think when you understand that, you can also ask the question, in a given time, at a given place, how can I, as Heineken, add value to you? How can I increase the way you are enjoying a football match, for example? What is the chance of us to actually say, what could make a Champions League match that you're already enjoying even better? And that's where something like Share the Sofa, that's one of the things we've been doing, where actually you're sitting watching the match. But what if you actually had Ruud van Nistelrooy sitting straight next to you? You can actually have a conversation about him, about how PSV is doing tonight. That's pretty exciting. And I think that's the kind of opportunity we have. Add quality, add content that truly is deepening your engagement with the time and space you're already in.